Hey there, my name is Cecily Jamela, and welcome back to This Week in Rideshare and Gig Economy News. Here's this week's headlines. A customer caught an Uber Eats driver eating his food.
There are security cameras all over Richard Jackson's home.
Gestured towards my camera.
In the Austin neighborhood.
He was clearly caught digging into my food.
The cameras light up. There's even warning signs alerting people to the cameras.
He was digging into the bag, sort of chucking the boneless wings.
But that apparently didn't stop this delivery guy.
Repeatedly popping them in.
From helping himself to Jackson's dinner.
This is when I see the sauce smeared all over the bag. It's missing several pieces of the chicken.
Jackson used Uber Eats to order dinner from Buffalo Wild Wings. He says instead of his assigned delivery driver, a man hops out of the passenger side door and almost immediately begins rifling through the bag.
It's concerning that he was so nonchalant, especially during a pandemic.
And after a few moments, Jackson says he got an admission and refused to accept the order.
He eventually admitted to eating my food. He said that, I was hungry.
This is like so nasty and a complete nightmare. A federal judge in New York rules that Uber and Lyft drivers should be treated like other unemployed employees in the state, and that the state must start paying them unemployment benefits immediately. The suit was filed by the New York Taxi Workers Alliance against the state of New York, and they argued that the state was taking months to pay unemployed drivers while typically processing benefits for other workers in only 2 to 3 weeks. Though the suit was filed against the state, the judge did call out both Uber and Lyft for their delay tactics in preventing drivers from receiving the benefits that they were owed. Lyft has now announced that they're expanding their car rental service outside of rideshare in Seattle, Las Vegas, and Miami next month, and 30 more cities in the weeks thereafter. The rentals will be offered via the app, and users will be able to rent cars for $35 per day and around $149 per day on the weekend. DoorDash is threatening quality issues after Oakland City Council approved a rule capping their delivery fees for all the food delivery services for 15%. I don't understand why they're saying this when several cities have done this. The cap takes effect immediately and will last for 90 days after Oakland's COVID-19 state of emergency is lifted, whenever that might be. And now for my editorial this week. Uber Eats announced that they're not requiring restaurants to pay commission, but they haven't said anything about what they're going to do for drivers. In an article published by The Motley Fool, Uber Eats hired a third-party company to survey restaurants in the US and Canada to see how important delivery was to the survival of their business. Now, restaurant operators say that Uber Eats have been crucial to their business model during the crisis. And as you can see with these stats, most of them say that they would not be in operation if it weren't for Uber Eats. They would have to lay off employees, and plenty of them said that they preferred Uber Eats and they were going to maintain their partnership throughout the crisis and beyond. So they're completely sold. Uber Eats has saved them immensely. Quoting the article, as a result of this feedback, Uber Eats said that it was launching a number of new products and services, including restaurants not having to pay any commission to Uber when they added Uber Eats delivery options to their website. The only thing they would be responsible for processing costs. But what about the drivers? Have you received a survey regarding anything vital to the smooth operation of your rideshare business? Have you received any surveys regarding pay? Have you received any surveys regarding how you feel about delivering in a pandemic and the cost of PPE? Have you received any promos? Have you received any bonuses? There are currently 21 million unemployed Americans, and roughly 30 million of them are collecting unemployment, while millions of others have filed months ago and have yet to receive benefits and the CARES Act money is in peril. We don't even know if we'll receive that again. Uber would not have a business if it wasn't for drivers. And restaurants would be forced to close if they didn't have the ability to expand their business with delivery options. So customers would not spend the amount of money that they have if it weren't easy to do so. Restaurants would be forced to close if they didn't have the ability to expand their business with delivery options. Yet the driver is always the last one considered in this equation. And a tip is not enough. It's not enough to make it right. Now, if Uber Eats really does care about their drivers, now's the time to show and prove. Don't say it, do something about it. And now for the fun stuff. What would you do? I saw this story and it kind of tickled me. Check it out. So last Christmas I worked for Caviar and Saucy, and I had a dream where I thought I left a customer's wine bottle in my trunk. Like, I wasn't convinced that I didn't do it until I went and looked the next day. So I looked up some tips on how you can get a better night's rest. Create a bedtime ritual. Declutter your sleep space. Reduce caffeine if you can. I know it's hard. Up your magnesium intake, reduce alcohol, exercise regularly, switch off the devices before you go to bed, and take some time for yourself. Have you ever had a rideshare, a gig economy job in general creep up in your dreams? If so, let us know in the comments. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Love to see it. It also helps me to know that you guys are out there watching and enjoy what I do. If you guys have any tips for me, you can hit me up on my YouTube channel, Drive Girl Drive, or my Facebook, Drive Girl Drive. And if you're not subscribed to the Rideshare Guy, go ahead and hit that button. Appreciate you guys. Love seeing you show up here every week. Be safe, and I wish prosperity upon all of you. See you next week. Bye.